Hey guys, so for today's DIY, I'm going to show you how to make this awesome felt heart headband. Now, I definitely wanted to make another fun and more grown-up hair accessory for the 4th of July, and I decided that this awesome heart design would be really cute, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's see how I made this. So for this DIY, you're going to need scissors, a headband of your choice, as well as some sort of cutting board or ruler to measure out your felt. You're going to need blue, white, and red felt for the American colors, of course. And you are also going to need a hot glue gun with a glue stick. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to clear my workspace here. And I'm going to use my cutting board to measure out a 4" by 4" square. I'm just cutting the corners and then connecting them together. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cut it down into a heart shape. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to lay that square on top of my other colors so that they're all stacked on top of each other and you don't have to pre-measure that piece twice. So once I have those done, I'm trying to stack them together as best as possible. And this step is where you're going to need some really good scissors. So I folded them in half and started cutting out half of the heart shape. And like I said, if you're going to do it this way, you're going to need some really good scissors because as you can see, not all of the hearts come out pretty. Now, because my scissors weren't as great as I thought they were, I had to go back and I had to trim up all of my hearts. Now, after I trimmed up all of my hearts, I began to kind of shape them up a little bit because they needed to have that prominent heart shape that I was looking for. So the red one, which was the color that was on the outside, as you can tell, that one came out looking the worst. So I definitely had to shape up that red heart quite a bit because of how bad it had turned out. So then I stacked them on top of each other so that I could see how much more I had to trim down my other hearts. And you can see here where I'm just kind of laying them on top so that I can, see how much further down I had to trim them down. And the red one definitely took some finagling. And at this point, I just snipped a little bit at the bottom to kind of help measure it and trimmed some more off. So now that I've gotten my 3 hearts the way I want them to, I'm taking my hot glue gun and I'm doing an upside down A on the back of it, and very carefully I'm placing it onto one on top of the other. Now you definitely want to be careful when you're working with the hot glue gun, and you want to make sure that you let it sit there for a little bit to dry after doing this process. So once I have all of them on there and I'm happy with how they looked, I patted them down a little bit and then I let them dry. Then I took my headband and I flipped those hearts over, put a line of hot glue on the bottom, placed my headband on, and then put a generous amount of glue from the headband onto my felt heart to make sure that it stuck. I sat there and held it for a few minutes until I felt it was comfortable enough for it to stand up on its own. Then I went ahead and I let it air dry for approximately 20 minutes to half an hour. I do it a little bit extra when I am doing my headbands because I like to make sure that it's not sticky at all before it goes into my hair. So here is the awesome felt heart headband that I made using the colors for the 4th of July. I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss any of my other DIYs. And of course, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.